Hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome back, finally, to more Mass Effect 3. Last episode, we'd gone to Mars, right? Earth under attack by Reapers, everything falling apart, so we head to Mars. Admiral Hackett had sent us there to meet up with Liara in order to basically take and figure out what exactly this weapon that she had discovered, that they had discovered in the archives, the Prothean archives on Mars, and that weapon could be used to defeat the Reapers. Because it seems to be the only way to actually defeat them, right? And it does actually seem, from what we saw from the ground, and from the times that we saw Sovereign, and also being inside the derelict Reaper in Mass Effect 2, and then fighting the Reaper larva at the end of Mass Effect 2. Like, the concept of fighting a Reaper is insane. It's insane. And so it totally makes sense why Admiral Hackett even believes, right? Like, we can't fight them conventionally. We need something. And so Liara had found in the Prothean archives on Mars a blueprint, right? A blueprint for a weapon that could take them out. And that is something we very much, very, very, very badly want, right? And so we head to Mars. His communications have been cut, so they haven't been able to reach him. And what do? We arrive and we find none other than Cerberus, present on Mars, and very much being involved in the entire thing. And the actual reason why communications were cut in general is because of Cerberus. All led by Tim. Oh, Tim. Never stopped. Never would. Didn't expect him to. But it is wild that he would go that route. And also not that crazy when we really know who he is and what he's willing to do. Right? And so he, of course, got wind that there was a weapon. And he was like, well, I'm going to have it. And if anyone's going to be able to not only build it and fund it, Tim is a very top contender for somebody who would be able to do that. And having control of such a weapon is a bad thing to give Cerberus. So we had to fight through a bunch of Cerberus troops, this entire facility on Mars, right? And on top of that, the entire reason this even happened is because Tim sent in a synthetic, a robot, right? An android, right? One or the other. And it's basically this, who's under basically a covert operative sent in to cut communications, blow everything. Cerberus goes in, take the thing, right? So we had to fight our way to the archives, and we do. We get in there and we start. We're trying to get it, and who shows up? As the usual holographic self, but Tim, and we have a conversation. It's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Like, much as Tim's such an asshole, he's that cocky, very like constantly in the state of trying to keep the power dynamic in his favor, right? And so while we're talking, and he is basically trying to say, like, he should have this because he can stop him, essentially, right? Like, give it to Cerberus. Why are we trying this? What are we doing? All basically being a distraction conversation, while his secret robot operative is essentially uploading all of the files and trying to stop us from getting them. And then that leads into a chase. And we chase and we run. And just as she jumps on the shuttle, Cerberus' shuttle, to get away, James, the fucking man, flies in on our shuttle and rams that one, basically destroying both of them and causing it to crash, and she wasn't able to get away, which was exactly what we wanted, right? But she ended up grabbing Ashley and almost killing her, actually. I thought she actually did kill her. She did. I did. She grabbed her by the helmet and just, like, slammed the shit out of her head into the wall. which is insane. Crazy. Only for us to take her out. And we both grabbed Ashley and her no longer functional body because we're like, okay, we can maybe reverse engineer this, figure something out. Like, what is this? Can we learn anything from it? Like, Cerberus, what's going on? Like, shit like that, right? So we get her, we take Ashley, and we fly straight to the Citadel because she needs, like, actual medical attention. Like, Chakwas even said it in Mass Effect 1. Like, she could do, like, minor things and do, like, care and, like, most stuff, but, like, real big, important operations and, like, life-saving shit, we're gonna have to take her somewhere, right? So we came here to the Citadel. She's in the med bay right now. She's being healed and fixed, and she's probably really fucking rough, right? She's in a bad spot. But we now have to go to the council. We have to go to the council once again. Once again. And basically, we have to do the thing that we've been trying to do, which is to draw the attention of the council to the Reaper threat. And now they want us to go ask for help. And by they, I mean Anderson and Hacken. They're like, go visit the council, convince them to send help to fight off the Reapers. And I gotta say, I don't know if that's gonna really work out the way we want it to. It never has. Every single time we've brought up the Reapers, they've basically dismissed the whole thing. Even in Mass Effect 1, they were like, oh, it's just a ghost story that Saren's using to, to convince the Geth to do what he wants. And then even after Sovereign in Mass Effect 2, they hushed up all the Reaper stuff. And now when Reapers actually show up and things are popping off, we're going to go to the council and be like, hey, can you help us? And I still don't think they're going to do a whole lot. I don't have any faith in the council. And some of the stuff, yeah, they've had a good point to be like, okay, there's no evidence, in some situations, but then once there was evidence, they're still like, no. So, I don't know. They are ridiculous, but we're still going to go talk to them, right? We're going to go talk to them because, if anything, we can at least try, and when they tell us no, well, we can deal with it and do what we're going to do anyway. But we're here on the Citadel. It's a little bit different. We got a brand new Normandy, which we're going to go aboard at some point. But for now, we're going to roam around here. I just keep seeing this, and I just immediately keep thinking, like, it's like Garrus's armor. I mean, it is the same style, right? But then I hear all this commentary. Everyone's talking. And then the news here. They abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force. Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space.
Earth has fallen to the Reapers. Yep.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Palaven.
Oh shit, even the Turians are being invaded.
Ilium is under attack. Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Palaven and Earth, the invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Oh shit, Ilium's under attack.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan.
Yeah, accurate.
The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term once used by a disgraced Commander Shepard to refer to a theoretical enemy.
What the fuck? Wait, hold.
Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma Cluster.
Okay, first off, what the fuck? Disgraced Commander Shepard? How dare you? How dare you? I like how the fucking council, they're like the council calls them Reapers, and I'm like, do they fucking call them? Does the council call them Reapers? And then, is like a term once previously used by the disgraced Commander Shepard to describe a theoretical enemy, and it's like, we're not gonna get any credit for any of this shit, huh? We're just, wow, god damn, fucking dicks. Cool. So, Turians under attack in their space. Ilium, right, which is a huge Asari colony that we saw in Mass Effect 2, they're under attack. And Earth is under attack. So basically everyone's under attack. Everyone's under attack, and we're in a shit situation. Do I want to talk to Avinia? No, before we go on, right? Because I know we're gonna get caught up if we don't, right? The codex. The codex, right? I am going to try to make sure we fit the codex, and when we get codex entries within a reasonable amount of time, I want to read them, right? Because they do give really interesting insight, right? And I want to make sure we actually do that. So codex, think these we've already seen. Citadel and Galactic Government.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station. Spectres are agents from
Oh,
the
they
Office
changed the
of
picture
Special
for-
Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Let's see. Humanity and the Systems Alliance.
Earth, the home world and capital of humanity, was enjoying a new golden age before the Reapers attacked. Disease, pollution, and other social ills were on the decline, thanks to technological advances and a wealth of resources from the colonies. Earth was an inspiration even to alien cultures, resulting in influence out of proportion with humanity's brief time on the galactic stage. The Reaper attack has put an end to any semblance of this former life. The great cities of Earth are storehouses of human DNA for the Reapers to harvest. Reaper gunships, capable of megaton-scale firepower, annihilated industrial centers in seconds. The militaries of Earth's disparate nation-states have retained only partial communication with the Systems Alliance fleets, leaving the planet's resistance efforts uncoordinated and vulnerable. The loss of the comm buoy network has cut off Earth's economy from the rest of the galaxy, sending shockwaves across galactic markets and a significant obstacle to receiving aid.
Damn. That's new. This is new. This is updated. First, this is a cool picture. That's wild. Right? Like, you got the shit that's just destroying it's such a crazy scene. But, damn. The great cities of Earth are storehouses of human DNA for the Reapers to harvest. That is such a good line, because that's so accurate. They can, while it does seem like they're just going around destroying everything now, they're just on a purge, right? It's funny enough because I said it at the beginning of the first episode, but it's like, oh, maybe they'll just go full scorched earth, and then they literally went scorched earth. So these guys are I don't know if they're worried about, collecting human DNA anymore. I think they're just on a fuck 'em roll, right? Just burn it all down, right? Maybe they will still, but it doesn't seem like they're interested, because Earth would have been a pretty perfect place to basically just go harvest everyone, right? Because they did that with the colonies using the collectors. But I guess maybe they can't harvest. Maybe they need the collectors to do it. Or like some organic body to go out there and actually physically do that work, because the Reapers themselves don't have hands. So, yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know. Still a lot of questions. We're gonna learn stuff. But that's just wild.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and assumed leadership in 2180.
We've heard that before.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole, The Alliance is responsible for the governance and
Okay, we
defense
see
of
that too.
all
Okay, cool.
extrasolar...
I just want to make sure because now I know some of the stuff in here has been updated. I just want to be thorough, right?
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer in the Systems Alliance, currently assigned to Arcturus Station on the far side of the Sol Relay. In the battle for the Citadel, Admiral Hackett commanded the Fifth Fleet. Following that victory, he was promoted to head of the Alliance military. Hackett was born to a single mother in Buenos Aires in 2134. When his mother died in the pandemic of 2146, he was placed in the Advanced Training Academy for Juveniles, where his superior talents in science and leadership quickly became evident. Hackett enlisted in 2152, volunteering for high-risk missions to colonize space beyond the Sol Relay. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant on Arcturus Station in 2156, and soon proved his ability in the First Contact War. His rare ascent from enlisted man to admiral remains an Alliance legend.
This guy's a fucking G. Like, seriously. Stephen fucking Hackett. Goddamn. That makes so much sense. Right in the battle for the Citadel, right, which is Mass Effect 1, at the very end, he commanded the Fifth Fleet. So at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, he's not just still an admiral, right? Obviously still an admiral, right? But he's the head of the Alliance military. He's like the guy. That's amazing. Fuck yeah. I mean, he's the best. If anyone's gonna do it, him. Right? And there's known associates. This is new. So this is cool.
Admiral David Edward Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy. Born in London in 2137, he later moved to Arcturus Station and became the first graduate of the Alliance's now renowned N7 Marine program. Anderson is one of the Alliance's most decorated Special Forces operatives and served with honor during the First Contact War. He was the original captain of the SSV Normandy before relinquishing command to his XO, Commander Shepard. After the Alliance victory in the Battle of the Citadel, Anderson briefly served as the Citadel's first human counselor.
Yep.
He soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend Kaylee Sanders, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. He stepped down as counselor and returned to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion. The Alliance Parliament named Donald Udina as his successor.
They did. They put Udina back in. God damn it. They did. But no, that's so interesting. I mean, yeah, we knew he was part of the N7, and then he was going into the Spectre program, or he was gonna be, right? And then Saren kind of, well, intentionally sabotaged all those things so that he wouldn't be a Spectre, let alone the first human Spectre, and all that. So, see, and then he became the first human counselor in the Citadel, right? Because we recommended him. We were like, hey, Anderson, go for it, right? But then he soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend, Kaylee Sanders. Cerberus was going to kidnap his friend, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. So, damn. So that whole situation basically made him go back, right? It made him step down as counselor and then return to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion. So that's when he became admiral. He stepped down. They pushed Udina back in. Handle the politics, Udina. Whatever. Right? We got real shit to do. Fucking man.
Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams is a career military officer with the Systems Alliance. Born in 2158 to a military family, Williams enlisted directly out of high school, splitting time between Earth and hostile environment training on Titan. After earning numerous commendations early in her career, Williams became a platoon guide on Eden Prime, where she was the only member of her unit to survive the Geth attack. Williams then served as gunnery chief under Commander Shepard on the SSV Normandy and was promoted to lieutenant commander after the Battle of the Citadel. More recently, an Alliance tribunal called on Williams to testify about her experience with the Reapers.
Ashley's in a weird spot right now. I have a lot of thoughts on Ashley in this whole situation, right? And I said it in the last episode too, right? But it is, and I'm not going to go into a whole tangent, not yet, but the whole thing with her and not trusting us and being like, oh, you know, we're under control of Cerberus and all this, it's exhausting because it's so much. It has been happening since Mass Effect 2, and we had that conversation with her, and she stormed off, refused to even talk about it, discuss it, even let us defend ourselves or even have a conversation, right? No, she was like, nah, I don't want to hear it. Fuck you. And then, in this one, like at the beginning of the game, she's basically like, oh, Commander, as if nothing happened, right? As if I'm not supposed to be, you know, as if we weren't aware of what happened, like nothing happened before, Ashley, right? Like I'm not hurt, that we were friends, that we were a team, and you turned on me. And I understand, and I still stand by her reaction on the ground when she met us in Mass Effect 2 again. Like her reaction is justified, completely justified, right? And I'll stand by that forever, because we were dead for 2 years, and now we suddenly come back and we're wearing essentially wearing the colors of the enemy and working for them, and she's just supposed to trust us right away. It's like, no, I think it would be more ridiculous if she did trust us right away, right? Because that is weird. But it's the fact that she didn't let us explain. She didn't want to have a conversation about it, right? And I'm like, I get it. It's all suspicious as hell, especially because you don't trust Cerberus. Nobody should. And for all she knows, it could just be puppeteering our body around and programmed to say and act the way Shepard did. And, you know, whenever asked, like, are you sure you're under control, or is Cerberus control? And then it's like, oh, pre-programmed response. I am who I am. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously, right? But then in this one, at the beginning, Mass Effect 3, she kind of acts like everything's fine, but then we do have that conversation on Mars where everything's not, right? And she still goes into the whole, like, are you sure you're not under, are you sure Cerberus isn't really controlling you? And we're like, yeah. And then she's like, would you even know? Would you even know if you were? And the answer, like, realistically would be like, probably not. We probably wouldn't know. Like, if we were truly built up from the ground to where we were, right? Like, yeah, maybe we wouldn't know if we were doing what, Tim wanted. Except the fact that we destroyed the base in Mass Effect 2. We destroyed the collector base. Completely destroyed it. And that whole thing would have been something that Cerberus wouldn't have wanted to do. And it would be ridiculous to be like, oh, well, maybe Cerberus made you do it on purpose to cover up the fact that you're working for Cerberus. And I feel like that's also a ridiculous stance if she did go that way. Because it's like, here's an incredible facility with Reaper technology, collector technology, and weapons and information, and all of this stuff. But go ahead and destroy it so that they don't know you're working for Cerberus. It just wouldn't make any sense. It'd be ridiculous. And then we just kept talking with Ashley, and it's just like, she's come to the conclusion, and we also have, is that we're gonna not be able to say anything. There's nothing we can tell her that is going to make her change her mind. And that's because she either doesn't want to see it, or she doesn't want to change her mind, or she's way too worried about the risk, and it's just like, no, it's not worth it. But she's still going to be around, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, it'll take time, but stop giving me shit when there's like evidence wise, nothing, nothing, right? Because it is off, like even if we just play by the rules of human law, right? It is up to the prosecution to prove guilt, right? So she would need to provide the proof that we are not to be trusted. And the only proof she has is that we are working with Cerberus. And that's it. As far as our actions are concerned, what we've said, what we've done, everything, right, proves otherwise. But anyway, Ashley, I'm sure maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe we can recover this whole thing. But Ashley, god damn it. It's not a goddamn day that goes by that I don't miss Caden. Right? But he died a hero.
Dr. Liara Tassoni is an Asari information broker with a background in scientific research on Prothean technology. Born on Thessia in 2077, she is the only child of the late matriarch Benezia. Although mother and daughter became estranged in the years before Benezia was indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Tassoni is also a highly trained biotic who served under Commander Shepard aboard the SSV Normandy before the ship was destroyed in a collector attack. Before she became involved in galactic affairs, Dr. Tassoni spent 50 years researching the Protheans' technology and the mystery of their extinction. She now divides her time between uncovering Prothean ruins and consulting with noteworthy representatives of the various Citadel races.
Hell yeah, Dr. Liara Sony. That's our girl, right? Fuck it, Benezia. That's a sad situation. It really is. And no, she was an information broker on Ilium, and now currently the shadow broker. So basically an incredibly powerful individual, right? Incredibly powerful, incredibly smart, right? And she was the only one who figured out the blueprint for the Prothean weapon used to fight the Reapers was even in there. We've literally had this archive for a long time, and nobody had looked into it enough to see that, or they did and they just ignored it, and they saw like, oh, it's referring to Reapers, and it's like, they're not even real, like, I don't know. But she's the one that fucking looked at it and found it now that it's all happening. God damn.
Flight Lieutenant Jeff Joker Moreau is a respected pilot with the Alliance Navy. Born and raised on Arcturus Station, he is widely considered to be the best helmsman in the system's alliance.
Goddamn right.
Moreau enlisted with the Navy directly out of school and quickly gained the respect of his superiors. He served as pilot of both the Normandy SR-1 and its successor, the SR-2, and was at their respective helms during the Battle of the Citadel and the assault on the collectors. Moreau suffers from Vrolik syndrome, a rare debilitating disorder also known as brittle bone disease.
Yep. He does, but goddamn, he's the reason why we even survived Mass Effect 2, is when the crew got captured. When the crew got captured and we were gone, he was the only one left. He was the only one left, and he snuck around while the collectors were attacking, kidnapping people, doing all this stuff. Fucking Joker sneaks through the ship and then basically releases the locks, right, on the ship's AI. And the entire reason that we're even here, because he released Edie, and she became She had full access and control of the ship. They were able to get out of there because of Joker. Because of fucking Joker, man.
In recent years, the elusive man, is a human loyalist focused on advancing the interests of his species, whatever the cost to non-humans and reportedly humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic who poses a serious threat to galactic security. The reclusive tycoon is the head of Cerberus, an organization that furthers his pro-human agenda throughout the galaxy. His views have led him into questionable alliances. Recent rumors go so far as to suggest that the elusive man may even have allied with the Reapers.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? No, those are rumors, but there's I can't say that I wouldn't believe it because he even made this statement right in the last episode, right? And I know we're doing a lot of reading and talking right now. We're going to get into it, right? But I feel like it's important to set the stage for all of our knowledge base too going into this. He even said he didn't want to destroy the Reapers. He didn't want the Reapers to be destroyed. That was his whole thing. That was his whole thing on Mars when we had that conversation, was that he thought they could be controlled. He's like, don't destroy them. They're incredibly advanced and powerful and all this stuff, right? He's like, imagine if we figured out a way to control the Reapers, and then we can use them. And it's like, oh no, oh god. So he is now officially like Cerberus, aside from the fact that we told him to fuck off in the last game, right? Rightfully so. But he is now actively working against us in general because we are aiming to destroy the Reapers, to stop them, and he wants to control them. So now Cerberus is going to be in our way quite often. And then, so that's interesting. Is this new too?
In recent years, the pro-human syndicate known as Cerberus has seen its influence grow galaxy-wide. The largely untraceable organization now includes private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, research facilities, and the lucrative corporations that provide a front for it all. Cerberus's charismatic leader, known only as the Elusive Man, drives the organization's philosophy and interests. The level of secrecy he maintains puts professional intelligence agencies to shame. As Cerberus grows, so too does public distrust of the organization. Some commentators have remarked that Cerberus is not so much pro-human as it is anti-alien. Others question the blind loyalty of its employees.
You have to have blind loyalty, otherwise Tim will have you disappear. You can't question Cerberus. That's just the way it is, right? You don't do that. You do what Tim tells you to do, and that's the end of it, right? And the fact that the public distrust of the organization, it's like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, I bet they fucking would.
50,000
Protheans.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began a... The Citadel is an ancient...
Are there... I don't think there's anything new into these ones.
50,000...
Ships vehicles take the Reapers, though.
The Reaper, called Harbinger, is believed to be the oldest and largest in the Reaper Armada. From the reaches of dark space, Harbinger managed to control the Collectors, a race of human-sized insectoid bipeds, as it sent them on a campaign to kill and gather humans from vulnerable colonies. The Collectors became a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Surviving colonists have described the tone of Harbinger's threats heard through the Collectors as they attacked as visceral and terrifying. Alliance intelligence has tentatively identified Harbinger as one of the Reapers leading the attack on Earth.
Damn, dude went and was like, we're gonna make this personal. He's like, specifically, like, the Reapers are everywhere, they're spreading out, they're attacking, right? But Harbinger's like, no, I'm gonna fuck up Earth specifically. Just because we fucking pissed him off in our rival. I mean, we pissed him off by destroying their base. the collector base and all their progress there, and then we went to arrival and delayed their arrival. So, damn. Whew.
A myth common to several cultures in the galaxy, Reapers were once imagined as space monsters that consumed entire stars. Archaeologists who searched for the sources of such myths found little besides the themes of all-consuming devils that are common to primitive cultures. Although accurate information about the Reapers remains scarce, the galaxy now knows that the Reapers are not a myth. They are a real and devastating threat.
They know now, right? Shit. And I gotta say, like, so every time they've done the extinction, right? They've done the Reaper extinction, they come in, they destroy everything, and they move on and they disappear, right? Leaving no trace of anything. So that when new life forms, it kind of there's no evidence of the Reapers, and they develop in the path that the Reapers have pre-designed, right? Because of the use of the mass relays and everything. But the interesting thing is, and it's been brought up in Mass Effect 1 and 2, and I am curious if it kind of also plays into Mass Effect 3, right? The whole situation with Klendagon, right? This planet has a scar on it, and it's been mentioned in both games, right? This planet has a scar, and that scar seems to be, and I don't know if it was confirmed to be one or the other, right? The scar is either from a Reaper attack, or it's from something on the planet firing off the planet into space, right? The scar itself is from one or the other, right? But we also know, and thanks to Tim's incredible intelligence in Mass Effect 2, the derelict Reaper that we found, right? That Reaper was killed. And that is a wild concept in general, but the fact is that he found it because he measured the trajectory from Klendagon and the scar that was on there, and used that, as far as if I'm understanding this right, because this is what to my knowledge, this is what he did, right? He went to Klendagon, he heard the knowledge of the scar, and then he basically took the angle and all that, all the math, right? Was able to almost not reverse engineer, but like trace backwards where that would have gone, and that's how he found the derelict Reaper, right? So thing is, the Reaper either shot at Klendagon in an effort to destroy it, like they do every time they purge, or something on Klendagon shot at the Reaper. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure something on Klendagon, whatever the species was there, they had some wild weapon. And I don't know, it might not be the same thing as the weapon that we found, the Prothean blueprint, right? But they had some weapon that was capable of shooting and killing a Reaper. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy, right? But the fact that the Reaper's been out there for that long, just floating in space. And I mean, space is huge, right? It's pretty big. It's a pretty big amount of space, right? So it's not crazy to think like, oh, nobody would have stumbled across the dead Reaper out there. But it is wild to think that there's no evidence of Reapers or anything, but there was one out there just kind of floating around dead. And I know even if they found it, there would have been no way to connect it back to being a Reaper, you know, but still. Just interesting that he's just kind of out there for that long. And this just made me think of it right there. They're basically just like the space boogeymen, right? No actual proof, just a word.
Sovereign was the first Reaper encountered by the modern Citadel races. Military leaders initially assumed that Sovereign was a Geth or Prothean flagship commanded by Saren Arterius, a rogue Spectre.
We all
The
thought.
truth was far more alarming. The massive ship was itself intelligent, and Saren proved to be under its control. The attacks by Sovereign against Eden Prime and the Citadel removed any uncertainty about the Reaper's technological superiority. Sovereign's formidable shielding and firepower allowed it to hold off the combined fleets of the Citadel, and its mass effect fields proved powerful enough to let the enormous vessel land on a planet's surface. Sovereign's mission, to open a mass relay that would transport the other Reapers from dark space, proved its undoing. During the Battle of the Citadel, Sovereign linked its consciousness to Saren's. When Saren's death corrupted the signal and shut down Sovereign's shields, Sovereign's destruction soon followed.
Yep, you fucked up, man. Idiot. But yeah, and they went back to that right after this. They were all like, "Oh, it's just a Geth ship. Just a Geth ship, guys. It's not a Reaper. Calm down. Everything's fine. Everything's fine out here." But this is what set the bar to an entire invasion being just the worst. The worst possible scenario that we could be dealing with is it took the fucking fleet and the Normandy to fight this guy. And there's at least 4 of them from what we saw just in the one area of Canada that we were in on Earth, let alone the rest of the planet that we saw all the different screens for.
Reaper indoctrination is an insidious means of corrupting organic minds, reprogramming the brain through physical and psychological conditioning using electromagnetic fields, infrasonic and ultrasonic noise, and other subliminal methods. The Reaper's resulting control over the limbic system leaves the victim highly susceptible to its suggestions. Organics undergoing indoctrination may complain of headaches and buzzing or ringing in their ears. As time passes, they have feelings of being watched and hallucinations of ghostly presences. Ultimately, the Reaper gains the ability to use the victim's body to amplify its signals, manifesting as alien voices in the mind. Indoctrination can create perfect deep cover agents. A Reaper's suggestions can manipulate victims into betraying friends, trusting enemies, or viewing the Reaper itself with superstitious awe. Should a Reaper subvert a well-placed political or military leader, the resulting chaos can bring down nations. Long-term physical effects of the manipulation are unsustainable. Higher mental functioning decays, ultimately leaving the victim a gibbering animal. Rapid indoctrination is possible, but causes this decay in days or weeks. Slow, patient indoctrination allows the thrall to last for months or years.
Oh, yeah. And that, I'm glad they actually mentioned it. And I think they mentioned this in the Codex in Mass Effect 2 as well, like the same thing. And the fact that indoctrination and the way that it's basically like sounds, hallucinations, like voices, like all this kind of stuff, right? And it's like subtle like reprogramming of the mind. And then the Reaper's suggestions, right? And the one who's indoctrinated kind of just like goes with it, like naturally. Like it's not exactly mind control, but it's pretty close, right? And yeah, this would be a political figure being indoctrinated would be insane. But why would they care to do that? They wouldn't really need to, I imagine. But the fact that there's rapid indoctrination, like they can do it if they need to indoctrinate somebody like right now to do a thing to make it get done, they totally could. But in a matter of days, they just completely like brain mush, right? So I imagine the way Sovereign was dealing with Saren was through the slow, patient indoctrination, right? Because the entire thing was that he was being indoctrinated, but he didn't know he was being indoctrinated. Like, he wasn't aware. Because he was trying to resist. He was trying to find ways to resist and fight back against indoctrination, but by then it was already too late. He wasn't even aware that he was being indoctrinated.
Cannibals are frontline Reaper units created from corrupted Batarians. The nickname refers to their propensity to devour the bodies of fallen comrades. This triggers a biochemical process through which the cannibals spontaneously heal themselves and grow new chitinous armor. The transformation also appears to give cannibals a greater awareness of their surroundings, leading to more strategic behavior and careful use of battlefield cover.
That's fucked. Holy shit. Because I didn't really, like, everything was moving so fast on the Battle on Earth, right? And it was just like these guys were showing up and we were fighting them and everything, but now, like, actually looking at them, and then, yeah, this confirming it, created from corrupted Batarians. That's fucked. Jesus. And yeah, like, this, you see, like, the faces in there, and, devour the bodies of fallen comrades. So they're literally corrupted Batarians that ate other Batarians. Right? Like, I'm sure they could eat, like, any, organic thing on the field, but, like, eat another Batarian. Right? Maybe they ate humans. Like, the way this face kind of looks, it does definitely look human-ish. But no, this is fucked. It's so bad. It's so twisted. And then look, like, they even have, like, some of the wires and shit, so they were also damn. It's like the corrupted Batarian, right? The corruption process is probably the same thing they use to make husks, in a way.
Husks are the aggressive, mindless foot soldiers of the Reaper armies. They are created by impaling either living or dead humans on mechanical spikes that rapidly extract water and trace minerals and replace them with cybernetics. These cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into horrifying killing machines. The Reapers use large groups of husks to overwhelm the enemy. The husks' inability to feel pain, as well as their tendency to attack in groups, makes them particularly deadly adversaries.
Yep, I agree. Because we did deal. What was it? There was a mission we did in Mass Effect 2 where it was just like waves and waves of, like, endless waves of husks, and while, like, husks, they die pretty quickly, right? A couple shots and they're dead. When you got like 10 of them running at you, it is very overwhelming. It's very overwhelming, and it is a very tactically very smart, right? There's only a few more of these that I want to look at before, and then we'll get into everything, right? And we'll read more about, like, the Reaper stuff and everything. I just don't want, like, the entire video, because it's already been a while. I don't want the whole video to be codex. Even that'd be great for a lot of people, but there's balance. We need to maintain the balance, right? I want to look at weapons because I want to know what's new in here.
Although melee combat applications for the Omni tool are almost as old as the device itself, the feature was largely unused prior to the Reaper invasion. The need to take on multiple husks in close quarters forced the Alliance to develop ways to enhance the tool's offensive capability. The most common melee design is the Omni Blade, a disposable silicon carbide weapon flash-forged by the tool's mini-fabricator. The transparent, nearly diamond-hard blade is created and suspended in a mass effect field safely away from the user's skin. Warning lights illuminate the field so the searing hot blade only burns what it is intended to: the opponent. More technically adept soldiers frequently modify their Omni tools to maximize stopping power through electrical, kinetic, or thermal energy.
Ooh.
Some troops integrate the weapon with their kinetic barriers, transforming the Omni tool into a wrist-mounted bludgeon. Others fabricate flammable gases, held in place by a mass effect field and ignited upon impact. All prove deadly surprises for opponents who expect a disarmed Alliance warrior.
God, that's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool, man. Holy shit. Yeah, because I was like, this wasn't in Mass Effect 1 and 2. Like, we got the melee, but that was just, like, actually hitting them with, like, the weapons. Now the melee in this one is the actual Omni Blade. The fact that it's literally transparent, but it's diamond hard. And when you pull out the Omni Blade, it's because the Omni tool is literally fabricating it. That's such a wild fucking... That's some cool science shit, right? That's badass. Searing hot blade. But then the fact that there are modifications, and I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can do that, but the idea that it exists is really cool, right? Electrical, kinetic, and thermal energies, right? They integrate the Omni Blade into their fucking barriers, which basically just makes it like a, not even like a blade, but more like a hammer, like a mace, right? Like a bludgeoning weapon. Flammable gases. Fucking crazy, man. And I love how the whole the Reaper war basically pushed them to be like, no, we need to be better at this. We need to get this shit together. We need to be better at this. God damn it. Right? Okay, so we did a lot of codex reading, and there will still be many codexes to be read going forward.
Commander Shepard.
Diana.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
Wow. Here we go.
I suppose you wanted an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Yeah, why
Wars
would...
can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
This is fucking weird. So wait, so she's basically asking to be on the ship so that she can film everything and release it. I'm like, what? That's such a weird... Like, I mean, it's good for your job, right? It's great for your job. But I feel like you would get in the way. But then it's weird to be like, wars are won and lost in the wars can be won or lost in the editing room. It's like, I don't think... Maybe? I know it's like, oh, there's probably like propaganda and like morale and everything, but I don't know. I don't know if your videos are gonna make a big... help us win the war. I don't imagine they'd make us lose it. I don't know. This could be interesting. We'll do a trial run. Otherwise, we bring you back to the Citadel, drop you off.
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Wow. Unexpected. Alliance News Network. God damn it. So, I mean, maybe that'll be good for us, right? In the long run, to make people stop fucking besmirching our name and fucking that shit. I don't know. That's probably, maybe it's a good idea. We interact with this? No. No, that's the Keeper's job. But... Oh, there he goes.
Okay. First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
Damn. That's sad. War. Separating everybody.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel. This is Docking Bay D-24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Of course. So there is routine verification local features.
What's with the heightened security?
New New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the Certa Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
You try to get around that shit, we arrest you. Okay. So those were scanners. Those weren't actually like walls. Those weren't like transparent, like security walls. They just walk through them. Okay.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
True, waiting area. Ooh. Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna go back to that. I don't wanna...
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area. This is the airlock currently. If you look
Okay.
out the bay window, you can see one.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
Okay, so it's the lounge.
What's with the heightened security?
Oh, nope, I didn't mean to
Please
type.
note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
I wonder how much we can explore the Citadel again. Because I was kind of disappointed that Mass Effect 2 was so limited in the Citadel exploration. But...
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
great. Thanks, Avina. Always there. So... Can we go this way? What's going on over here? Hello? Nope. Okay. Fair enough. So there's two... Oh, use the arrows to switch between... Oh, important characters are listed by location on the right. So... Oh. Okay. Counselor Udina is over here. This is actually kind of convenient, actually. It's easy to see. So, Huerta Memorial Hospital, obviously that's where Ashley's going, or is, right? The patient lounge. So, we're here. Okay, so that airlock goes to the Normandy. That goes back to the ship. Okay, so we don't want to go back to the ship yet. We want to go through the security checkpoint. Yeah, is this? No. Okay. Am I good? All right. Excellent. Super. Fascinating. Can I take the elevator? Is this an elevator?
Welcome,
Elevator.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I kind of want to go to. I kind of want to go to visit Ashley.
One moment, please.
Wait, should we visit Ashley first?
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
That's the thing, right? 'Cause I know, like, I want to explore the Citadel too.
Suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed.
Oh,
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Oh no.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Thank you. You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
Well, that doesn't seem like good news. I mean, obviously, there's a good chance he's not with us anymore. And she's trying to be a good person about it. Just not let her, yeah. There he is. Alliance, join the fight. Colony life. It's not that bad. I mean, in a way, it's true. It's not that bad. Could be way worse. It's so shiny now. It's so new. Okay, where are we? Alright, Udina's over here. CSEC office is here. Embassy offices and the office suite. Oh, shopping. Shopping over here. Let's go this way, though. I guess we could talk to Avina.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
Excellent.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel.
Okay, so
For
those are...
medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
That's it.
Please speak with me again if you...
Excellent. Okay, so it's basically just we just want to look about like local information because the other option is just going to talk about. She's going to talk about everything there is around here.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Oh, that's nice to know. But that was some interesting mention. Oh god, I don't know where that is. We'll find it. In obelisk, and they lost it in the Shrike. God damn. Wonder if we could find it. It'd be interesting. Do you have a career waiting in internal affairs? CSEC. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess that's everything here. We press on this way. This is a CSEC office. Can we talk to Commander Bailey?
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Hell yeah, Bailey.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Uh-huh. Pointing at me.
Damn press.
To see you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
So you're a good person. Right. Damn. Why take the job? Stupid game. Bear with it.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
True. Bear with it. It's a stupid game. It is, though.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here on my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
True. Feels pretty damn close.
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
Nice. Oh my god. Cool. Lots of topics.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Damn. What phrase? We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror. Yeah.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases.
Damn.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Shit's popped off. Obviously. Right? But I don't know, it's just kind of, it's always interesting to just hear about it. Instead of like, we could speculate like that would be what happens, but then when you actually hear from them that it is actually what's going on.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Yeah, I can't imagine the process that they have to deal with everybody showing up for that. Oy.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Ooh.
Enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion.
Oh, shit.
Near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
You and me both, brother. Tell me. Let me tell you, actually. God damn.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
Damn, that's sad. His fucking family's on Earth. Yeah, okay, that adds another layer of, like, the whole stress of him. Fuck. Because he's worrying about Earth, but now it's, like, not just Earth in general, right, in humanity, but his family.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
He is the man. I mean, he deserves the promotion. He's fucking great. But I don't know if anyone's gonna be there. I like that it's him. You know? We talk to Adina and then we can go to the Spectre office. Right? Because what are we supposed to do? What does it want us to do? It was a mission, not just a codex thing. A Volus diplomat needs a Prothean obelisk, recovered from the Shrike Abyssal and delivered to him at the Citadel embassy. Okay, Council must be informed of the Reaper threat and Prothean device. Go to Udina's office on the Citadel and convince the Council. Okay, so we do not want to talk to Udina right now. Then. Damn it. Alright, so we do not talk to Udina yet, because that's going to probably lead into the whole confronting the Council thing, which we do not want to do yet. So we're going to go and find Ashley then next. Right? Because we could just... Can we just take the elevator down again? Or... Oh god, she's waiting.
Commander Shepard! Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Yeah, I'm sure they fucking do.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint Sin and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Ha! You want some?
What the fuck? That's really fucking funny.
You're angry. I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Damn, wait.
The council called the invaders Reapers.
Homie's like, I didn't see shit, dog. You didn't fucking... What do you mean? I don't know. Bruh. Like... I'm sorry, that was the funniest fucking thing. Because... You can... There's always there was a reaction you could have... And you could hit her. In almost every circumstance, we meet her, right? And so, in this one, we go to hit her, and she ducks, because she's like, you're not gonna fucking get me this time. She's learned. But then we hit her with the 1-2, and... Well, again, I'm not a fan of the violence. It's kind of outrageous. It's kind of wild. That's the thing. But no, she came at us with cameras like, do you feel good about abandoning humanity? Do you feel good about running away from war while everyone else died and you're here safe? And it's like, you don't want answers. You don't want it. You're not here for truth or honesty or fucking anything genuine. You just, it's all smears.
One moment, please.
God. There's security footage of that now. Yep. Okay, we're here. I imagine the hospital is packed? Maybe? I mean, hospitals are usually pretty packed, but and in war times, I imagine it's certainly something.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Interesting. Okay. Any species, local features, and hospital name?
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here?
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
That's nuts. This is a hell of a hospital.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
just the level of diversity, species that exist, right? Like when you're dealing with a Volus, well, especially, I mean, that's just a Volus in general. Like, think about it, right? They need the suits to live on, well, off their homeworlds because of the way, like, their skin and lungs, like, the way their physiology is, right? And so it's like, if you get a Volus into this hospital, like, they would have to have a room where the atmosphere in there is, like, specifically designed for Volus. So then the nurse or doctor or anyone that goes in there, they would then have to wear an environment suit to then work on or with them, right? And then you have something like the Hanar, right? Like if a Hanar was, like, injured and needed medical attention, like, it's not so much the conversation barrier, but, like, knowing how to operate on a Hanar, right? And let alone, the other species, and then, like, the way that they all talk and interact, and the way like the way that they're all just kind of, like, different, right? Is certainly impressive that there's a hospital that can actually manage all that.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Oh, that's interesting. The donor who requested the tribute. So the person who sent it in to be named after him was anonymous. But it was enough of a donation to name the place after him. The President of the North United States. Wild. Right? Out of all the species in the universe, out of all the countries of Earth, all of that, and the President of the North United States gets the hospital named after him.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
I would hope so.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Fantastic. What is this? Huerta Supplies. Oh, this is the little shop icon. Okay. Metagel capacity. Ooh. That might be a good idea. Flowers. Large and fragrant bouquet of flowers grown in the Citadel's hydroponic gardens. Assorted candy. I'm sure these serve a purpose, but they seem very random right now. A deluxe selection of chocolates, hard candies, and caramels. Warning, these sweets are suitable only for levoamino acid-based life forms. Yep, so
all profits from sales go to help new medical research.
It would. Does that imply, like, it would kill a Turian?
Thank you for coming
if they ate one.
How can we help you?
Rumi, his remembrance. The works of Rumi, a 13th century Earth poet, has been continuously in print since the 20th century. This edition of his poems was created a few years ago to mark the 900th anniversary of his death. God damn. 900 years. Tear songs? Tear songs of the plains. Avant-garde poetry by the infamous Elcor performance artist Nockrick Tor. Critics agree that while Tor employs striking imagery, his verse structure suffers from an undisciplined laziness. Damn. and love fell. A book of free verse by reclusive Asari poet Teclis Bell. This sharp, pessimistic satire questions the ability of sentient races to rise above basic bloodshed. It's been a bestseller for decades.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Let's see. Among the Multitude. Collection of verses from Walt Whitman, a 19th century Earth poet. A percentage of each purchase goes to the Whitman Foundation, a charitable organization that provides hospital care to those who can't afford it.
Thank you for coming to Citadel.
Fantastic.
How can we help you?
So, the collected Alfred Tennyson.
Thank you for coming to Citadel.
This volume of poems by Alfred Tennyson is a newly released edition that was printed in extremely limited quantities by Oxford Press. This version is highly sought after by book collectors. Wait a minute, are these like...
Profits from sales go to help new medical
No, because my first thought was, I don't know if she'd be in here like, Kasumi. She loved books. She's a big fan of books. Right, she loved books. And it's like this version is hung on by book collectors, and kind of reminded me of her, but it's a lot of books. I'm definitely going to get the Metagel capacity.
All profits from sales go to help new medical
Do
research.
we just get the, because it's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7,000?
Is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
I don't know what we're going to do with these, but I'm going to have pockets full of books heading back to the Normandy.
Thank you for coming to Huerta.
Books and poems.
Be safe.
I bought your entire stock. Visit a store on the Citadel. Excellent. We did.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
That's beautiful.
Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry,
God, look at that.
no.
The way it like
Maybe I could be
curves.
transferred to another hospital then.
Obviously, it's
Someplace
fake sky,
unsecured.
right?
I can
But
have a gun then.
it's cool to see it.
And no humans.
And the way it like
Wherever
actually
we
like
transfer,
moves.
It shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies.
That's wild.
You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Jeez. Goddamn. But no, it's so pretty. Like the water looks amazing. It's so nice looking. Goddamn. Real impressive. Alright, we're here. Hello. Whoa. Oh, okay. God, they're so intense.
Patient stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Damn. Hey, good luck, everybody. You guys are doing great work.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Palavin.
Oh, I picked the right one. Damn. Ooh.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing.
She is bruised through her helmet. That's crazy. Thinking about you. You'll be fine. It's probably less cynical, but then I imagine it might be, but we don't have to. She got fucking wrecked. We don't have to be an asshole about it.
Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care.
Oof.
I'll see you soon.
Damn. Yeah, she got She got fucking wrecked. I mean, the fact that she's alive is is honestly that in and of itself impressive. Because she got slammed.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Holy shit. Dude, that's fucking sad. Like, getting that news, I can't even imagine. Jesus. So he got infected. He got injured. They applied the Medigel, but it was too late. Damn. Shit. So much happening so early on. Not even just to us, right? We're at war. Is anyone? Alright. It is something else that we're kind of just like wandering around all of the rooms around all the patients and everything. They're too busy actually doing their jobs to worry about what we're doing. So. Let's see. Now we can go to the elevator, because is there anything else on this floor? No, we bought everything out here. Right? Well, wait. Chakwas is here? No, like, I know we looked at it earlier and I saw it, but, like, I didn't... Did I complete... Oh my god, she just blended in. Holy shit.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
Thank you.
We had a run-in with a Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How's she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's okay. Luckily, Ashley's pretty hard-headed, so she was able to come out on top, in a way. Right? But, no. I wish she could have been there, too. But, at the end of the day, she's alive. That's what matters. That's what matters in the end. Alright?
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
I would have fought back. Not that they would have listened to my opinion anyway, but... yeah, glad they didn't try to hit you as an accessory. Even though Chakwas is a real one. You belong on the Normandy. You should be working the labs. You belong on the Normandy. You're part of the crew.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
Stay at the labs. Jesus. You say the word? That's it.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Oh, sure, that's the first thing you're gonna see when you walk in that door. Kick it, he's gonna be like, oh shit. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Did she walk? Can we talk to Dr. Michelle? She kind of like wandered off. You? Yeah.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
That's cool as shit. Because we had even heard about her since Mass Effect 1. When we went and talked to her, it was right after we'd gotten Garrus. Right? It's so cool. I'm glad she's doing big things now. Right?
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic.
There we go.
You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
I already did, but I can go see her again. Maybe. I don't know. They locked us out, so I probably can't.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
True. We're not the Quarians.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
I'd be surprised if it didn't. This is prime time for that kind of shit. Which is ridiculous.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Overwhelming, definitely, but
Keep
it's
up
good.
The good work, Doctor.
There's actually
You
people.
too, Commander.
Damn. Okay. Oh yeah, because Chakwas left, right? Okay. Well, I guess the only thing left to do now is go see Udina, right? And probably do this at some point. So, okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it, right? And then we have another known associate codex. We got some more codex to read too. So here's what we're gonna pick this up in the next episode. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Right? And I know like the codex took a big chunk of this episode, and I think it was important. It was important because it sets the groundwork for a lot of things that we didn't know, a lot of things that we wanted to just kind of everyone be on the same page for. Plus the codex is great. Love the codex. Right? So we're going to go look around the Citadel a little bit more. We're going to go talk to Udina. We're going to confront the council, tell them to get their shit together. Believe us this time. And then, now that we got Chakwas back, right on the Normandy, now we have another Alliance News Network personality on there. That's going to be a whole thing. Interesting how that's going to go. But Ashley's doing okay. And we're going to see how this goes with the council in the next episode. So, what did you guys think about all this in the comments? Because things are happening. We're being set up. We haven't even left yet. Right? This is all the build up to our grand adventure. Grand war. And I don't even know. I don't even have an idea of what we would even do after the council. Right? Just go out there and try to piece together this weapon? I don't know. We'll find out. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'm sorry if the audio was weird in this one. I heard like a couple times, at least to me on my end, it was a little weird at some points. So, if it comes out weird, sorry. I'm gonna try to fix it in between this and the next one. So, yeah. Thanks again for watching. I say it every time, but I mean it. I really appreciate it. And I do look forward to seeing all your guys' thoughts about all this as we continue Mass Effect 3. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.